Good morning, ladies
Morning
and
all.
gentlemen. So, welcome to ICN ACT Season A show, our first show in the ACT of the year. Very, very exciting. So, introducing ourselves, I am Miss Christina, a professional bodybuilder, posing coach, and ICN ACT commentator. And I'm so excited to be joined by the beautiful Miss Danielle today. So, Danielle was ICN ACT champion, gold class competitor, and she also competed at Worlds and was pro qualified. Significant stage experience, also has experience running events. So I'm so excited to hear from Danielle today because she is going to give us some juicy tidbits. So welcome, Danielle.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here and just being back in the environment of bodybuilding after doing my first season last year. It's really caught me and fills my cup a lot. So I'm really, really excited to be joining the team today and seeing what the show has to bring.
The energy in the room, I'm getting goosebumps just kind of waiting for this. Like, the stage has been set up. We're very lucky today. So for those of you who watched Worlds pay-per-view or were there for Worlds end of last year at the AIS Arena here in Canberra, we actually are fortunate enough to have the same stage set up here at ICN ACT Season A show. I have just seen them testing. We also have some fireworks for the winners.
Yes, that was a lot of fun having that on stage.
Yeah, you got that one.
I did, yeah. It gave you that sense like, I don't know, you just felt like you were on the world stage. You were a champion regardless of whatever happened. You were just there. It was so special. So, yeah, I'm so glad that people here get to experience the same thing that we did at the world stage. It's going to be fantastic.
It so will. And I've seen the trophies that are up for grabs. So we have some tiaras, we have some sashes, we have some swords for the gents, because today is also really special. We have our first ever gold class, which is men's physique today.
Yes, I know. I've seen a few little previews of what's in store for the gold class today, and yeah, you're going to be in for a show. Like, seeing gold class for the female body bikini last year, now seeing it for the men's physique, I think is going to bring a whole nother level, and the production quality to go with it is going to be top notch.
Yeah, these physiques, so we saw them at Gala Night. For those of you who tuned in to the live stream of that, we saw some of the gold class gents being interviewed, and their physiques, even under the suits, I mean, they were popping, and we've seen them
Popeye.
backstage. Oh, yes, right, eating their spinach.
Yes. Gotta
But
love it.
they look sensational, and gold class is also a really special one because these athletes get a routine, so a 90-second routine to a song of their choice, and often they're quite moving. Sometimes they're quite emotional. Sometimes they hype the crowd up. They're always really fun to watch those routines. So those are going to be on today. So you guys listening in are in for a treat.
It's going to be epic, and just seeing some of the competitors walking around now, vibes are high, energy is high, and I just can't wait to get the show started.
And the tans look pristine as well. So we have our crew at CompTan out the back looking after these competitors. They are here every year. They're here all day making sure they get up looking their best. So big shout out to CompTan, one of our sponsors. The tans are looking really good today, really clean.
Yes, no, and I've been seeing them testing it up on stage with the lighting as well, and just making sure that they're nailing the competitors' look.
Yeah.
Because tanning, lighting, everything, it comes down to it. Like, that's what the judges are looking for as well. So they're literally working individually with every competitor to make sure that they're bringing their best package to stage today.
And it's so special. I mean, you experienced that last year at your multiple shows.
Yes, so many tans to scrub off.
So many tans to scrub off. And I think, anyone watching who's not really into bodybuilding, but maybe you're just watching because you have a family member that's competing, they will be orange for a little while. They will be quite dark. Stage tan under the stage lights, it looks phenomenal. But under natural lighting, it's, a bit darker than you normally go.
Yeah, it leaves a lot to the imagination. I remember I rocked up to work the first time after my first competition, and everyone's like, wow, this is different. That's a look. But, it made me look great. So can't complain. And then the glazing that we can get as well to really enhance those features on each of the competitors too, drawing attention to certain aspects of their physiques. Yeah.
Kind of like a
Pumped in.
glazed donut, right? If you have a normal donut and a glazed donut, the glazed is always a little bit more tempting, right? It looks that little bit better.
Yes, very much so. But Christina, what are you looking forward to most today?
Oh, I love show day. I've been in the industry competing myself for over 12 years
Wow.
now.
Seasoned professional.
Seasoned professional, but always something to learn, always improving,
Yep.
like the bodybuilder we are. And I think that's one of my favourite parts of a show is seeing our repeat competitors come back year on year, improve their physiques, listen to the judges' feedback, and maybe they didn't get the placing they wanted last show, but they come back, they improve, and I just love seeing that because these athletes work so hard, and your first show you're always nervous, you don't know what to expect, but I love seeing them come back with a little bit more confidence on the stage and their physiques improved, and the emotions you see from their friends and family in the crowd because they're just so proud of them. They know how much work went into it. I think for me that's one of my favourite parts. And I know we have quite a few repeat competitors this season.
I'm very excited. Like all of the aspects that you just touched on how they continue to build bodybuilding and work on those physiques and take on feedback and seeing them just move from strength to strength. I think it's going to be amazing to see, especially in gold class as well.
Especially in gold class. We have some charismatic guys as well. If you tuned into the gala night, there was a little bit of back and forth, which was nice to see. We love to see
banter.
Yes. So I think the comparisons as well in gold class men's physique will be quite interesting because I love the guys. They get up there and they kind of get a little bit edgy with each other and, they interact.
I love the posing that comes out. Like they just command the stage. Not that the females don't, but the men, I don't know, they just have this more, I don't know.
They're charismatic.
That's the word.
It's fun. It's whereas girls on stage, I feel like we're more friendly and we're seeing our friends and we're cuddling and high fiving and so that's another beautiful thing about the bodybuilding community here in ACT. And what ICN ACT is bringing to Canberra is 100%. Such a fantastic community of people. So a lot of these athletes that are getting up on stage, I know quite well, are great friends. They're all sitting backstage together. They're meeting, people they might not have met because they've come in from interstate. But they're all together. I know a few of them have brought cookies and, other post-comp treats that they're going to share together with everyone. So that's such a beautiful component of bodybuilding. We're really fortunate here in Canberra that it's just growing year on year.
It is,
especially this show. So Season A shows are normally slightly smaller. But this year we're 5% bigger than our Season A show last year, which was 40% bigger than the Season A show the year before. So it's just growing. And Season A, I think, across all federations is that little bit smaller. It's hard prepping over Christmas and summer and the fun stuff. So they're always that tiny bit smaller, but this is quite a big show.
And seeing looking through the competitor list, like some of the divisions are bigger than what I saw in Season B last year. So phenomenal to see, and I think it just is a testament to ICN ACT and what they're doing and how they're advertising and bringing people on, like even from my first time last year, you really feel connected in that community sense. So it's just continuing to grow, and it's amazing to see this sport just
because you touched on a little bit before about how you feel, so excited to be here, and we were talking off camera about, you get FOMO coming to these shows and you just want to be up there on stage with them all.
You do.
How does it feel, you came to this venue for your first show? Yes?
Oh no, the Bay was the first show.
Bay was the first show. Also another great ICN ACT show that we have in Season B. A beautiful warm-up show, we like to think. But this was the show that you won your title and came back gold class. Yes. And so how does it feel now being on commentary and being in the background watching and, does it bring back memories?
It does. It brings back a lot of memories. A little bit of imposter syndrome, not kidding. But it's really ignited something inside of me. Like seeing some of the gold class videos going back, it just brings back so many special memories. And you touched on the community that we have backstage. The girls that I met during gold class and the girls that I met also at the regional show in the Bay, I still connect with, I still reach out to, and yeah, just seeing everyone today, I was like, oh, maybe I should just put my bikini back on and jump back on stage. I don't think that we're in the right conditioning for that at the moment. Off season is off
Loving off season.
We are loving off season, but yeah, it's really just, it brings a smile to my face, and just being here and seeing the crew again and seeing all the new competitors, yeah, it gives, I don't know, it's so nostalgic and so lovely. So yeah, I'm very excited to be here and very honoured that I was chosen to come and help out and, you know, be part of the team. So yeah, it's fantastic.
Because your routine here on this stage for gold class,
she was
Tanya
spicy.
competed in the bikini gold class, it was one to watch. We had everyone, you know, ramped up in the crowd. You have beautiful presentation performance. I'm really excited across the day to hear your thoughts and feelings on the athletes up there and, you know, the performances and how they're all going, because you know how it feels to be in that position and how hard they've worked and how much time that goes into posing and performance.
Yeah, I think that everybody can bring their own individual style, regardless if they're doing a routine or if they're just doing their mandatory posing. But being able to put your own personal flair to something, it makes you feel, I don't know, it connects you to what you're doing. So for me, I love being flowy and working to the beat of the music. So I think that's why in my routine, hitting every single one of those beats.
She hit those beats.
Was something that I needed to do, because I was like, yeah, if I hit that, I'm going to feel great because I've got it on beat. And yeah, it was just the best time. But yeah, I can't wait to see what everyone brings, their personalities and how they can shine for themselves on stage. And yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to the most, is just seeing how much they enjoy, like the athletes enjoy their time up there, which I think is the main thing.
That's what it's all about.
Correct.
We prep for 20 plus 30 more weeks, years, right, of growth seasons and preps.
Correct.
To get up on that stage for our 10, 15 minutes, you know. So today is everything that it's about for these athletes. It's everything they've put their heart and soul into. It's every grain of rice and gram of chicken they've ate cold out of that Tupperware.
Or taken to family events, or even after, like taking it to Christmas or Easter, and just, the dedication. It's time to put that hard work on the stage and let everyone see the achievements that the athletes have made today. So it's going to be an epic event, which I'm very much looking forward to.
And it's a nice moment, I think, for family and friends watching, listening in here today. You know, you've been part of it. You've seen their hangry moments. You've seen, you know, their 4 a.m. wake-ups to the gym. You've seen it all. And, you know, you've seen them stick to their diet. You've seen them be so regimented. You've seen probably the tears, because it gets hard, you know. And today you can see why. You know, you can see why they do it, why they love it, what it's all about. So I think it's a really beautiful moment, because I promise you that their fun that they have on that stage is so worth all of those tears.
It is.
And maybe a little bit of hangry that they took out on you.
Yeah.
They didn't mean it.
I think my husband definitely saw a different side of me during prep. He was like, wow, who did I marry?
The most beautiful woman in the world when he saw you on stage, right?
Yeah, look, what can I say? No, but look, as you talk about family and friends, people are starting to slowly come in today, getting ready for the show to start at 10 o'clock. And there's going to be signage and screaming, and I can't wait to see it all happen. So,
and I think we also have a photo booth here today, which is one to mention for all of the family and friends who are coming. Get your photos, so professional photos with your athletes side of stage.
So Snapped Events is going to be doing a photo.
Snapped Events.
A photo booth backstage, I think between 12 and 3, which is going to be awesome. So we might need to go and get a
some
little
photos.
Snap.
We gotta get snapped by Snapped Events.
We are Snapped Events. So so that's going to be fantastic. And I can see that also our VIP tables are all set up, which is going to be fantastic. People will come.
They get food and drink. They get seats right up the front, so in the perfect area. I think they have some bottles of protein water from our sponsors. I think C4.
Yes,
we have
and
Nexus. Yep. So they're all set up and ready to go, which is all really lovely. And it's a table of 10, so they're kind of all family friends. I can guarantee you that will probably be one of the loudest parts of the house.
I can attest to that. The VIP tables were going off when I was on stage last year, and it was the thrill that you get from hearing your name being called out.
Yeah.
It's like nothing else you've ever experienced. So, yeah, I think having those VIP tables right up the front is really going to get our athletes going. So,
Yes, and they are the superstars, our athletes. It's
They
why
are.
we do it. It's why ICN ACT continues to improve and grow,
Yeah.
have bigger and better stage productions year on year, bigger and better
Yeah.
venues. We're also really lucky that we have our ICN Western Australia president Ryan here today. He's going to jump on commentary, so you'll hear from him later in the show, but he is hosting the Nationals for Season A in a few weeks.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So there's also prize money for flights.
Yes, I did see that. A very good prize to be winning
attend
here.
that.
Yep.
Yes. So it is a little bit away. So these athletes, I
Yeah.
think that's a fantastic prize
Correct,
and
yeah.
something that they're going to be battling on stage for. But anyone who is competing in Season A, make your way to Nationals because that is the ultimate, the final dance. You know,
yeah.
you work so hard in the prep. To only do one show, there's more out there, so you
Yeah.
can back it up and get out there, fly over to WA, go do Nationals.
Potentially win some prize money as well.
And some
flight
prize money to go
vouchers.
over.
Yeah.
Yep. And then experience one of the beautiful sunsets and sunrises with the beach.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
No, and I think also not having, because we were fortunate enough to have Worlds last year, not having a world event for this season, Nationals is definitely going to be the place to be to showcase and have that ultimate performance for
Exactly.
your hard work. So, no, definitely, if you can get your hands on some of those flight vouchers, I would be there in a heartbeat
Yeah.
if it was me. So,
I know it's a beautiful place to go to,
Yeah.
so go do it, make the most of it. It's always nice to travel as an athlete.
Yep.
And we actually have quite a few interstate athletes here.
we do.
today.
I think the biggest number of interstate athletes we've had here.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think it's
Yeah.
around 70%, which is big.
Ooh, That's
Yeah,
huge. I've
it's-
seen a lot flying in with their team
Yes.
jerseys and team
Lots
colours
of team
on,
jerseys getting
and
around today.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's awesome. People are clearly making their way to little old Canberra to experience the best of bodybuilding,
Yeah.
like we are in Canberra, making our way out to the other states to compete, which is the fantastic thing that ICN provides.
That
There's
community aspect and that feel.
yeah, community aspect. There's worldwide events. There's heaps of interstate events. So you don't just have to do it in your hometown. You can start there and then go and
Yeah.
explore.
Correct. No, it's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of prize money,
Mm.
our gold class competitors are actually in the winning to win a total of $2,000 today,
Whoa.
which is an epic amount of prize money as
Yeah.
well. So can't wait to see that happen. So our first, second and third place getters will all win
Oh,
cash
wow.
prize, which is fantastic.
That is fantastic. And we're going to hear, I know that there is maybe a video coming to hear a little bit of the
Ooh.
stories about our gold class
Yes.
competitors. Always such a motivational, moving
Oh.
experience to watch.
Yeah, it really engages the crowd, gets them ready, gets them prepared to about what they're about to see on stage.
Yeah, so bring your tissues because I remember for yours,
Yes.
not a dry eye in the house.
No, yeah, I still watch that video back and gives me goosebumps every single time. And yeah, just seeing the women that I competed with in that event, it was just, yeah, we all were backstage the first time we saw it and we all just kind of like, we had our little moments and then it was like, yeah, it ramped us up ready to get on that stage. So
Yeah, it's all what it is about. Look, we are getting busier and busier,
We
seeing
are.
everyone come in. We're not long until we start the men's show, the first category, which we're up with men's physique first timers. Bang on 10 a.m., which will be very, very
It will,
exciting to
yep.
see. We have a few. So today we have physique fitness. We also have classic physique coming up.
Yep.
Bodybuilding. Love seeing the bodybuilding guys. These guys are
Yes.
woof, big,
Yeah.
big blokes. So that's what we have coming up in the morning show with the guys.
Yep.
And so we're going to kick into that very shortly. But first with an ad break, and we'll be right back.